WWE Summerslam is over. Apparently in attendance there were 51,326 tonight. Obviously the whole pay-per-view was booked around the main event of John Cena versus Roman Reigns. And you can't blame WWE because they had an ace up their sleeves. The return of the Beast, the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar, complete with the new look and all. Brock Lesnar is back in WWE, but this is things you might have missed. And before we get started, make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you go down there and drop the subscription button too. Now, John Cena had a brand new t-shirt tonight on SummerSlam. Definitely inspired by Super Mario. You can literally see it with those two images, right? But the only issue I have with this shirt is that it said 16-time champ. If this is a new shirt, if he would have won tonight, the shirt, the wrist stuff, everything would have been outdated instantly. Kind of giving away that maybe Cena wasn't going to win the WWE Universal title tonight, and he didn't. Becky Lynch returned to WWE and won the Smackdown Women's Championship. Very controversial, this on Twitter. Genuinely, we want Becky has been a thing for such a long time, but I think with Bianca Belair losing, it's annoyed a lot of people, rightfully. I don't see it like that. I see it that Bianca wasn't ready, and now we're going to set up for the rematch. Bianca Belair can now process this, go back, train, and be ready for Becky Lynch, and the two can have probably an amazing match. You've got a few months left to do. I don't even know if Becky is 100% because Sasha wasn't able to compete tonight. No idea why. Maybe they just shoehorned Becky in and had her perform one move because that's all she was able to do. It's possible. Obviously, we had the Usos retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, but did you know their opponents, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, were definitely paying tribute to the Macho Man Randy Savage with their attire with the 3 white stars on the pink. I love that. I love when superstars pay tribute to legends. Some are saying it's CM Punk, but Punk was paying tribute to Macho Man. I think it's Macho Man. Fan footage showed Brock Lesnar beating up John Cena after SummerSlam went off the air. That's the thing. At SummerSlam, you could buy a limited edition Vince McMahon t-shirt for $100. Oh boy, that's a lot of change. But it's very rare you get a Vince McMahon t-shirt. If anyone went to SummerSlam and you actually bought this, let me know. Now, obviously, Nakamura had a random entrance at SummerSlam. I think it was just so we get Pat McAfee doing his dancing, because we love to see that. RK Bro won the Raw Tag Team titles in the starting match of SummerSlam. But did you know Mario Lopez actually dropped the FBomb tonight? He called WWE WWF. Get the F out, Mario. Charlotte Flair won the Raw's women's title tonight at SummerSlam. Of course, I feel bad for Nikki ASH. I feel like the crowd really wasn't into her as much as they should be. And I feel bad for her because it's 100% creative. Creative have made her cut the same promo for 7 weeks. How do you get into that? There's been no character direction. It's such a shame. But now that Becky Lynch is the SmackDown Women's Champion, I think you know where I'm going, right? Charlotte Flair is the Raw Women's Champion. Does that mean a big Survivor Series match could be on the cards? The best entrance of the night went to Edge, as he actually came out with his Brood theme. The Brood look was alive. And obviously this is after SmackDown when he seemingly brought the Brood bath back, dropping that black, blood-like substance on Seth Rollins. The best thing about this was you got that nostalgia pop. You had that look. The fans went crazy for it. And then Edge's modern-day rated R theme song played, and I loved that. The fact they tied in both, perfect by WWE. Edge actually brought back an old move tonight, the Educator. It's like a reverse sharpshooter. I really like that move, so that was cool to see that. But he actually won it with a different submission. It was like a choke face lock. Very bizarre, but it looked quite punishing. You see Seth's back is arched, but this is the move that Seth Rollins tapped out to. Edge defeated Seth Rollins. WWE advertised Money in the Bank for next year already because it's July 4th weekend at the same stadium that they were at tonight for SummerSlam in Las Vegas. Money in the Bank at Vegas just sounds right, doesn't it? That's cool, WWE. Xavier Woods rocking the NDR new shirt, the New Day Rock shirt that's available on WWE Shop. Of course, is a tribute to the NWO and a tribute to Scott Hall. I loved it. I thought it was cool. Of course, he had the Dripstick 2000 and decided to soak Miz and John Morrison. You literally love to see it. This was obviously a sponsorship thing with Pure Life. Fair play. It was an entertaining segment. WWE probably made a lot of money. Let's do that. I'm happy with that. WWE 2K22. We've waited for ages for the announcements, haven't we? This was the biggest letdown of the night for me, for sure. WWE 2K22 in March 2022. It obviously been delayed another 7 months. That's rough. Okay, we're going to have to talk about it, aren't we? Goldberg got demolished by Bobby Lashley. I love to see it. It's one of the best things I wake up in the morning hoping to see. Obviously, though the ending was quite poop, Goldberg couldn't continue because he hurt his knee. Lashley obviously targeted the knee and run him into the post multiple times. And he's obviously an old man. I'm joking. But yeah, in the end, it was Lashley actually attacking Goldberg's son. Actually, Goldberg's son attacked Lashley, and Lashley put him into the full Nelson, the Hurt Lock, he calls it. I loved this. I thought that was great storytelling because you was able to then have Goldberg be worried and angry about the attack on his son. MVP was trying to downplay it by saying that could have been anyone. Like, let's be fair, Goldberg's son is still a kid. So this is definitely something we didn't expect to see tonight. I thought that was definitely cool. Obviously, Lashley retaining the title. I think we're going to get a rematch, though. Damien Priest won the United States Championship, his first main roster title. Great to see WWE believing in Damien Priest and giving him that massive push. Love to see it. Alexa Bliss actually had a better performance than what I thought she was going to have tonight. The Lily doll was definitely over with the audience. There was quite a few Lily dolls actually in the fans. You saw them at random times as fans held them up, specifically during her match. But it actually got a large pop when Alexa showed it off to the audience. The audience were into it. And the match itself really wasn't bad. The ending wasn't great, but I think it did okay at putting Alexa Bliss over. It got Alexa Bliss pops. There was a few We Want Wyatt chants, but nothing to really report. And honestly, it was just great to see them use Alexa Bliss. Obviously, what comes next after the teasing and stuff, we're going to find out on Monday's Night Raw. Drew McIntyre did try to use a sword as a weapon. Obviously, it didn't work. We didn't get a murder at SummerSlam. But he did come, as he says, that close to actually hitting Shanky with the sword. I don't get it. I don't understand this because logic says he's not ever going to hit them with the sword, right? I don't know, maybe just me. Roman Reigns beat John Cena. And again, I think that T-shirt from the minute Cena come out told the entire story. I'm not going to lie, that spoiled it for me. But Brock Lesnar coming back, for me, was moment of the night. It was completely unexpected, completely surreal, because now you've got that situation of Paul Heyman. What is next for Paul Heyman? Does Paul side with Brock, or does he stay with Roman Reigns? Hell, let's just do Paul Heyman on a pole match. Why not? I'm okay with that. Well, I've had a few drinks, okay? Give me a break. SummerSlam, though, do you know what? There was a few things I would have changed if I was writing the show, but you can always look at shows and say that. I think it was a solid show. I don't think it was the best pay-per-view they've ever done, and I think a score of about 7.5 is fair for SummerSlam. I was entertained. I really was, so that's my score. I guess some people will have different opinions, and that's completely fine. But let me know your thoughts and your scores in the comments section down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Peace!